This is lesson 16, using the distributive property to find multiplication facts. So the distributive property for multiplication basically says that we can think of a multiplication problem as one whole problem, or we could break it apart or distribute the parts into smaller chunks and then add those together at the end. Let's look at an example to see what I mean. Here's an array for the problem 6 times 4. We have 6 rows of 4. The numbers 6 and 4 are not all that easy to work with, but the number that is easy to work with is 5. I can count by 5s very easily. So what if I thought of my array, instead of 6 as 6 times 4, in 2 smaller chunks? I have 5 rows of 4, or 5 times 4. And then what I have left down below is 1 row of 4, or 1 times 4. And again, I'm using 5 because 5 is an easier number to work with. So this chunk plus this chunk will give me the same total as our entire array together. 6 times 4 equals this chunk, which is 5 times 4, plus this chunk, which is 1 times 4. Let's figure out the value of this chunk, and then we'll add them together. So 5 times 4 is so easy to figure out. I'm just skip counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. And 1 times 4, that's easy. That's also 4. So down below, 6 times 4 equals 5 times 4, which is 20, plus my 1 times 4, which is 4. Put it all together, and 6 times 4 equals 20 plus 4, which is 24. A quick check of my large array, and we'll see that that is true. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's do another example. What if I wanted to find 7 times 4? I wanted to make that a little easier for myself. I need to add another row to my original array. So I have 7 rows of 4. Okay, so this whole array is 7 times 4. I'm going to use the distributive property to break it into some smaller parts. I want to work with the number 5 because 5 is easy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows of 4. And then my chunk that's left over is now 2 rows of 4. 2 times 4. So 7 times 4 equals 5 times 4 plus this chunk down here, which is 2 times 4. I want to always use parentheses when I'm working with these different factors. All right, so we already know this chunk equals 20. 2 times 4 equals 4, 8. I'm going to put it all together. 7 times 4 equals 20 plus 8, which equals 28. 7 times 4 equals 28. One last time. 8 times 4. Let's add another row. So now I have 8 rows of 4. I'm going to break apart or distribute. I have 5 times 4 still up here, and here is the chunk that's left. This time it is 3 rows of 4. 4, 8, 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. So let's put it all together. 8 times 4 equals 5 times 4 plus this chunk down here, 3 times 4. I've already figured out my totals here. 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. And 20 plus 12 equals 32. So 8 times 4 equals 32.